We're going to be taking a look at the best places to live in Canada. Pretty sure it's going to be showing like the prices to live there and that. So really interested to see how much it will cost in these places. Before we do get into this, appreciate if you guys can hit that subscribe button. Let's check out Canada.
Canada is known for its multiculturalism, safe living, high quality of life, and incredibly friendly people.
Right.
But do you know
points.
which cities are the best places to live? The ones that might interest those looking to move to the Great White North. Here is our ranking of the 10 best cities to live in Canada.
Okay.
Before you start, if you're new to the channel, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. At number 10, Montreal. A French-speaking city,
That's very interesting to think Montreal is number 10. Because Montreal is one of those places that even I know of before even seeing things about Canada, you know what I mean? So, very interesting.
Montreal is the second largest city in Canada with a population of 2,069,849. It offers a great quality of life at a relatively affordable cost compared to other Canadian cities. Okay. In fact, the cost of rent for a two-bedroom apartment will cost between $800 and $1,400 a month.
Wait, for a two-bedroom apartment, 800 Canadian dollars? Hold up. 800 CAD is 400 Great British pounds. I'm telling you right now, the only thing you're finding for £400 to live in the UK is the street. I'm not kidding. I don't think you can even. I don't think you can rent anything for £400 now.
Depending on the neighborhood, an apartment in the heart of the city will cost a little more.
Wow.
The average monthly cost of groceries for one person is estimated at about $250 a month.
That's good as
Montreal is well served by public transportation. A monthly pass called an Opus card costs $88.50 a month, and a ticket will cost you $3.50. The city is a melting pot of cultures and traditions. This Quebec metropolis blends the authenticity of nature with the dynamic modernity of city life, offering many activities in summer and winter.
Right. Wait. Are all these pictures Montreal because they all look so different from one another? Is it just that big?
Vancouver. Vancouver is the most densely populated city in Canada, with a population of over 2.3 million. It has a thriving economy with many job opportunities in construction, tourism, and telecommunications.
Very interesting, though. The two most popular cities are 10 and 9. Very interesting.
The cost of living is the most expensive in Canada. The average cost of a two-bedroom apartment is $1,313.
Yo, that's gorgeous. Bro, like this shot right here with these buildings, and especially like the way this building looks, it looks like a very like futuristic like movie.
$1,313 a month. The closer you are to the center, the more expensive it gets. Food expenses are the highest in British Columbia. For Vancouver, it will cost just over $300 a month. Education and healthcare coverage are also very advantageous. Vancouver has an excellent transportation system with a combination of subway, bus, and boat. A monthly pass costs $98, more expensive than Montreal. On the cultural side, the city's lively art scene will appeal to film lovers and artists of all kinds.
Cool though.
At number 8, Toronto, or known by Torontonians as...
I'm very interested to see and curious to see what are these like top 3 then, because that Toronto is the most like popular heard of place in Canada. You know what I'm saying? So after this point, I don't think I'm even going to recognize most of these coming up.
Toronto is to Canada what New York is to the United States.
Right.
The capital of the province of Ontario
is
to Canada.
That's Toronto? Oh, wow.
What New York is to the United States. The capital of the province of Ontario, Toronto is a cosmopolitan and universal city with a population of over 2.9 million.
Wow.
A cultural melting pot, the city attracts a diverse international community. As an example, the average monthly rent for a two-bedroom apartment is $1,467 a month.
Hey, that's still a good price in UK terms. Because my two-bed apartment like I wasn't even in London. I was on the outskirts kind of, was around 1,250, which is 1,250 in CAD is 2,300. And then every single rent that I've had after that apartment has been around 2,300 CAD. And that's for like 2-bed house, 2-bed apartment. Like it's crazy. Like the prices for rent in the UK is just gone sky high.
The cost of food will depend on where you shop. The average cost is $250 per person. Getting around Toronto is easy thanks to the public transportation system.
Right.
A one-way ticket costs $3.25. The GTA Weekly Pass, which covers the greater Toronto...
GTA Weekly what? Grand Theft Auto Pass? What, the play Grand Theft Auto the bus?
Toronto area costs $64.95. As the financial capital of Canada...
What's a GTA... What's a GTA in Canada? Did I miss that?
Cost $3.25 was easy thanks to the public transportation system. A one-way ticket costs $3.25. The GTA Weekly Pass, which covers the greater Toronto area...
I'm guessing the GTA is just like the system, the bus system.
Area costs $64.95. As the financial capital of Canada, Toronto rivals Silicon Valley as one of North America's most dynamic business hubs.
Right.
At number 7, Ottawa.
Ottawa,
Canada's
never heard
capital
of it.
city, with a population of 1 million, obviously deserves Ottawa. Canada's capital city.
Oh, it's Canada's... I thought Toronto was Canada's capital city. Ottawa's capital? Okay, interesting. Never heard of it.
With a population of 1 million, obviously deserves its place in this top 10.
Right.
Ottawa is attracting more and more international students. It is distinguished by a high quality of life, a booming economy, low unemployment and crime rates, a vibrant cultural life, and diverse communities. For those considering relocation, the city offers a variety of jobs in industry, technology, with growth in the natural sciences, law, and management. In the downtown area, the average cost for a 2-bedroom rental apartment is $1,300. Single transit fares cost $3.55, slightly more expensive than Toronto or Montreal, as does food, where fresh produce in particular tends to be a bit more expensive than other Canadian cities.
Interesting.
At number 6 is Kingston.
Kingston.
Kingston is a city in eastern Ontario with a
Hey, I've heard of a Kingston in other places, not heard of one in Canada.
population of about 140,000.
Wow, not many
Known for its
people.
architecture, the city is home to Queen's University and the Kingston Penitentiary, in addition to its many museums. It is
Okay.
also known for its lively and vibrant downtown area, which hosts several festivals each summer.
Cool.
The city is safe and has a slightly more affordable cost of living than other Ontario cities like Toronto. In fact, you can rent a 2-bedroom apartment in the downtown area for an average of $1,200 per month.
That's good.
Which is less expensive than Toronto, for example. It's very easy to get around Kingston. Most attractions are within walking distance of the downtown area.
That's
For example,
handy.
phone prices are much higher in Canada. You can expect to pay at least $45 per month and more than $100 for some internet data packages.
Bro, like, yo, it is... I can't work out if the UK is just scamming people with how expensive everything is, or if Canada is just dirt cheap. Because when you do the GBP, our currency to your currency conversion, this is like dirt cheap. It don't even sound believable. The rent, the food, the passes, everything, bro. The phone bill, like it don't sound... It sounds too cheap, like too good to be true.
At number 5, we have Quebec City. A true jewel of architecture
Quebec.
and history, Quebec City has a population of 737,455. It is one of the cheapest cities in Canada. The cost of living in Quebec City is relatively low compared to other major
Really?
North American cities. In 2017, the
$820, and I know he's going to say 2-bed as well, is absolutely crazy. You go to any UK person and say, hey, I pay £400 a month for a 2-bed apartment in Canada. They will say, I'm packing my bags, I'm coming.
average for a 2-bedroom apartment in Quebec City is $820. For public transportation, it costs about $3.50 for a
Mad.
ticket and $87.50 for a monthly pass.
Okay.
The food basket represents a large part of the budget. As an example, the average household food expenditure in 2017 was around $650 a month.
Okay.
Quebec has been recognized.
So that's about 300 something pound a month, which is still pretty good, even in UK terms. That's really good. Mine is probably, I'll tell you what I pay right now. I probably pay like I would say, well, I buy a lot of takeaway, but I would say I probably pay out probably £500 a month on groceries alone. So I'll probably say about 1,000 CAD, 1,000, so 400 more than this, and it's for 2 people.
Recognized as the safest city to raise children. Its people are known for their friendliness and respect for others, which makes it an ideal destination for newcomers to live and thrive.
Right. Sounds good, though. Everything sounds good, I can't lie.
At number 4 is Calgary.
Okay,
Calgary is the largest city in the province of Alberta, with a population of about 1.5 million in 2019.
Okay.
Considered one of the
I feel like I've heard of Calgary, but I'm not, like, I don't know it. You know what I mean?
best cities to live in Canada, Calgary is a relatively expensive city, especially following the inflation of real estate prices a few years ago. Rent prices are high. They can go up and down quickly depending on the oil boom. A one-bedroom apartment will cost an average of $1,050 a month.
Oh, that's a
sprawling
one
city,
bed.
Calgary was built for the car. It is
Okay.
difficult to do without one. Despite a fairly efficient subway system, the buses are a little less efficient. Food can be quite expensive, especially when you try to cook with European products.
Right.
As for the temperature, it benefits from a more or less mild climate with a fairly high sunshine rate. Calgary is a perfect city
Beautiful.
for a family life.
Very beautiful. Look at that.
At number 3 is Halifax.
Honestly, I really like with like this right here. You know how you got the city here? So like this is the main city. And then you got like the neighborhoods here. And the neighborhoods looks very nice. Like spaced out houses, trees in between, looks clean, looks nice, homely. Right? And then you got the city view in the background. Stunning. I'm challenging you guys right now, right? Go on Google Maps in the UK and put yourself in any what seems to be like a neighborhood around a city, right? You will scream in shock of how bad it is. You would. I'm telling you, I don't care what city you even go to. I'm pretty sure 99.9% all of them terrible. Around the city, worst places to live.
At number 3 is Halifax. The capital of the Canadian
Halifax.
province of Nova Scotia, Halifax is a small coastal city of 448,544 inhabitants, nestled on the east coast of Canada.
We have a Halifax bank in the UK. Is that a Canadian bank? It's probably not. It's probably not.
The cost of living in Nova Scotia is relatively low, including in its capital.
Right.
Living on the peninsula, closer to the center, is slightly more expensive than living on the mainland. The average cost of a one-bedroom apartment is $904 a month. However, the food budget, like the rest of Canada in general, is relatively high.
Yeah.
According to one study, a Canadian family in 2020 spends an average of $487 more on food than in the previous year.
Oh, really?
In addition, Halifax has a clean and safe living environment. It is a family-friendly environment with a relatively peaceful pace of life and many activities to choose from.
Cute. Very cute.
At number 2, Oakville. A large
Never heard
Ontario
of it.
city of over 200,000 people, Oakville combines economic wealth with a high quality of life. The average household income is $161,540 a year.
The average household income's 100. Wait. Whoa. Let me work out the calculator again. Let me work out the calculator. 161,540 CAD. £87,000 average UK household income. Do you want to know ours? Wow. This is household. I just Googled it. So let me transfer it into CAD. Okay. You guys aren't going to believe this. So, average household in the UK, it was the first thing that said on Google, man. 65,000 CAD.
While the average cost of renting a two-bedroom is $1,456. The city therefore enjoys a strong economy and
rent's
affordable
higher.
housing relative to household incomes. The city offers multiple job opportunities in biotech, medicine, and digital, among others. Moreover, it attracts many French-speaking newcomers thanks to its low unemployment rate of 5.7%. Its many French-speaking schools, an efficient health network, and a very low crime rate. The city has several parks and green spaces for leisure activities. Its proximity to Toronto gives it the advantage of a quiet small-town life without being isolated from the large urban areas.
Nice.
Enough assets to explain its presence in this ranking.
Very nice. What's number 1?
At number 1, Sherbrooke.
Sherbrooke.
The city of Sherbrooke closes this video and this ranking. Located in the administrative region of the Eastern Townships,
So Sherbrooke is the best city to live in. And there's 170,000 people in there. Why not more if it's the best?
Sherbrooke is the 6th largest city in Quebec with more than 170,000 inhabitants as of 2020. Sherbrooke would have the lowest cost of living among cities with more than 100,000 inhabitants in Canada. In fact, the cost of living is 15.6% lower than in the rest of the country.
Okay, cool.
In addition, the average cost of rent is $631. Sherbrooke...
Average cost of... Mate, my groceries more than that. What? Yo, we're getting scammed in the UK, bro.
Is a perfect balance between urban dynamism and the calm of nature. With its various cultural events, its many...
No wonder you guys in Canada are so happy. Like, you can pay the rent, like, just chilling.
Professional opportunities, its security, and its unique natural setting, Sherbrooke offers an incomparable quality of life.
Wow.
I hope you enjoyed this video. Please feel free...
I'm shocked. I'm very shocked that his prices are so low for such nice areas. When I've seen videos where it says, like, Canada gets more bang for your buck, more value for your money, they're not kidding. They're not joking. Like, you seriously do. What I've seen in Canada, you guys just get so much better living, so much cheaper living than us. Like, we're paying more for worse things. Worse looking houses, worse space, cost of living is higher. Like, bro, we're just getting scammed in the UK. Canada looks absolutely unreal. But really interesting video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure you leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more content. Live every single day on twitch.tv/L3WG. If you guys want to check me out of there, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.